Well, good morning, everybody. It's actually fairly late morning here on Saturday, the 2nd of March. As you can see by what you're looking at here, I have been pruning mango trees again. What I'm doing is basically going through and trying to do a little bit better pruning job. I'm learning as I'm going here from the videos I watched on the internet of how to prune mango trees, and basically learning where the new growth is coming from and how to cut some of the branches that the new growth comes out. And so as you can see here, I'm looking up the line here of my mango trees, and I've cut quite a bit more out here, but I kind of want to show you here, as you can see, how I cut this and trim this and the new growth that's starting where the leaves are coming out. And of course there's plenty of new growth right here. And again, where I cut off here, you can see the new growth here, the new growth there. So that tells me that to get rid of a lot of this wood that's here, and what we need to do. So looking at that, I kind of came out and cut back a lot on what I'm doing here. And you can see so much of the new growth here coming, and actually need to right here, if you can see this branch right here, I need to cut that one off so that all the new growth is coming from down there. So yeah, I'm kind of learning as I go here, and it's working extremely well, and I am so happy with the results of the pruning of the mango trees. They sure do look bare. Kind of scared me there a little bit, but as you can even see here where the new growth is starting here, and how I cut off and to allow the new shoots, because all the fruit is going to come off new shoots. So like I said, the trees look kind of bare here, and it's a little bit scary of the amount that I trimmed some here, and it'll be even more interesting to see as the growth continues here. There was so much wood, I waited way too long to do this. As you can see by all the thick wood here, where so much of the growth was growing into the wood instead of actually going into new shoots, which means more fruit. And again here also, you can tell here, I need to maybe do a little bit more trimming right here, but and there's some branches there that's up in the trees, but you can see right here how out of what looks like a dead piece of wood, we got new shoots coming, and of course that's where the fruit's going to come. So you can basically cut back quite a bit, which means I can do considerably more cutting. As the wood's already here, what we need is the new shoots to grow. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of learning as I go here, and so far, like I said, it's worked out extremely well with the pruning. And here too, you can see the new growth coming. And I'm pretty sure I'm done now with the trimming, because like I said, the trees almost look so bare, but then having picked up produce in Southern California for so many years, I know how they trim the grapes there, and boy, I'll tell you, it's pretty amazing how much they trim them back. And of course the next season the amount of growth is pretty amazing, but it's all new shoots, so they get a lot of grapes. So I'll probably be cutting back even more here, the thickness of the wood. And again here too. But kind of curious that out of this piece of cut wood right here, we got this new growth. I'm going to have to, like I said, this could use some more trimming here too. And here again, the new growth coming. The paths are there, the new growth here too, and here, and all these new shoots coming out of the wood, of course, are going to produce the mangoes, and that's what I'm looking for. And some more here. So that'll give you an idea if you're thinking of trimming your mango trees. What I do here, when I trim, I'll trim them back on a particular branch like this, which is already a produced branch. I'll come them back to here, but if you see this ring right here where my finger is pointing, if you cut this side of the ring, it seems like the growth comes out around this ring here. And let me look here. It's like this one right here, right there. I would cut it off right here, and the new growth will come from right there. And as you can see here, how I cut the wood here, and all the new growth coming right here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like I said, it was a lot of experimenting on my part here with the mangoes, because they were just so overgrown. It was absolutely ridiculous, and so much of the energy and the vigor went into the wood instead of into producing mangoes, which is what I want from the trees here. So hopefully, like I said, if you're interested in doing this, these are all, like I've told you before, these are all dwarf mango trees. They are right now about 6.5 years old. They were never pruned, so the amount of wood is, as you can see by the tree, and of course looking at the tree here, the amount of wood in the tree should have been trimmed on a yearly basis, and I didn't do that. So I'm going to walk over here. I also did some more trimming over here, and as you can see by the tree, like I said, it looks really bare, but we will see how it comes here. Doro just got done cutting the grass here. We still have to rake it up, all the leaves and grass that's cut, and of course you all know where that goes, into my compost piles. And it looks pretty radical here, but again, just waited way too long. But again here, with the branches where I cut off here, the branch, actually could have cut it. Look at the growth right here. And the growth right here, I should actually cut this off again right here and allow the growth to go into these new branches here. So that's kind of what I've been doing this most of the morning this morning, is kind of going through the trees here and doing this. Like I said, as you can see here from what I cut and the new growth coming, and right here, look at the new growth coming here. I could actually probably cut it back even a little bit more than I already have, and some of this I could really cut back, or you're going to get branches so long that with the mangoes on, they're going to dip down and touch the ground. So that'll give you an idea here of what I've done. And as you can see by all the trees here, I've gone through them again because I finally noticed where the new growth was coming, and I wanted to improve on that. So it looks pretty successful as far as I've done so far, and we'll see more so as it gets into the season of producing fruit again. Like I said, it looks pretty dramatic. I should have done this years ago and then done it every year after production, cut back. So it had to be pretty dramatic to kind of get me back to that point. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks for viewing. I hope you've learned a little something about trimming mango trees. And these are all dwarfs, but I'm sure you can do the same thing to the bigger mango trees in order to increase their growth and increase the amount of fruit that's going. So I'm going to say goodbye for now from the back of the camera here. Thanks for viewing, and I will be back with you again soon.